I do like what's happening with Bitcoin, right? So we have this bounce around this level, around the 107, 106 level. I mentioned yesterday that 106 is a key level that I think we need to find support. We're finding support here, and I am looking for this kind of like key pivot point here where the breakout is. So what have we done? If you've seen my charts the last few weeks, I said we're going to go up higher here, get a rejection, come back down, and then load up. And then load up for that real trigger point. This is what's happening so far. Hopefully, for the market, for the crypto market to survive, just because alts have been completely crushed, we do get this move up higher here. Now, whether that's going to hold above 118 if we do break up here, it's a different question. But I think if we can get the breakout, then we have hope. And then maybe momentum will build up and other factors will come in as well. Interest rates, other catalysts that we probably won't even be expecting until the time comes, or maybe closer to the time. So this is what I'm watching out for. Nice bounce on the midpoint, nice bounce here as well around the 106 level. And that kind of takes me onto the different chart here, which is the kind of the bands chart that I use, just kind of gauge where certain levels and supports might be. It's not perfect. Nothing in trading is perfect. Remember that. So it's all about probabilities and playing an advantage and an edge in the markets. Here you go. Support, support, support around this level. And will we go up to 115? We can probably take the trade around this level and then get resistance here. That would be a kind of like a break-even trade. I still see that 118 zone as a resistance zone as well. So, on this chart, we have a 115. On my analysis about 118, I think it's a key level there. So we'll have to see about that one. Same situation with Bitcoin, following exactly the playbook, following the scenarios I created. Yes, rejection, but we dipped and now we're moving up higher. Hopefully we get that momentum coming in. Okay. Ethereum now. So I think you can kind of see here that there's still this kind of rejection happening constantly around this level. Support around the lower end of the channel, and we have yet to have this move higher here to test upper band of the channel. I would probably look for a trade around 4.1k, and on a breakout there, that'll be an early buy, and then we would have to assess the situation around the 4.34k level with maybe an add-on there for that move all the way up to k. So if you're looking at this as a potential trade here, let's say we take this trade around here and we average, let's say 4.2, like around here maybe, because we're averaging up. We might get a 1 to 3 here, around 34% trade, just because there's a bit of volatility, and I think it hasn't tightened up nicely. So we had very, very nice tight price action around these levels here, which drove the market. Whereas here we don't have that. We have the volatility up and down, creating bigger, let's say levels where we can get liquidated. And I think a lot of traders are getting sliced up in this level. It's a very, very choppy market, so you're going to get sliced and you're going to get hurt. Unless you're trading like I am as a swing trader, you're going to get hurt around there. And yes, you can make some money buying these dips and buying the tops, but the probabilities of you having a good win rate above 50% and being able to trade these effectively is very, very low. So that's the kind of trade I'll be looking at here for Ethereum if we go higher. If we go shorter, we're looking at a trade around here to around support 3, and then maybe even lower. So the short trade will be something like this. So I'll just move this here, and the short trade will be something like this. We're giving you approximates here, all the way up to about 3k, 1 to 2. The risk reward isn't that nice, but it's all right.